Guys, this is a long time coming, but I'd like to do a video on how to make a soil mixture for your succulents. So what I want to show you is this little bin I have right here. It's a planter, but I did put a piece of tape here on the bottom because I use this big guy right here to mix up my soil. And I also use a little shovel like this. I got this on Amazon, but I want to show you how I decide what I want in my soil mixture. So if you turn around right here, I've got a big bag of perlite, and it doesn't matter the brand, whatever. I also have a bag of potting soil, and I just recently started using this stuff, Ocean Forest. You know, you don't have to use this brand. I used to use the Miracle Grow cactus and succulent soil, but I really am not a fan of it anymore because I got one bag that had mold in it, and then I got another bag that was full of stems and bark, and I'm just not a big fan. So I'm done with that, and I'm just going to start using regular potting soil from other brands. And I've been really happy with this one. This one is extremely soft, and I don't find any weird things in it. So I've been happy with it so far, although it does cost a little bit more. And then finally, besides this, so this is one of your things that is inorganic. So inorganic means it doesn't have any kind of nutritional value, whatever. This is your organic matter, and you need some more stuff that's inorganic. So I also use this stuff. So this is chicken grit. This is insoluble poultry grit. This is insoluble crushed granite. And just FYI, if you're gonna go buy some chicken grit, don't get the stuff that has the oyster shell, because that's got a little too much calcium, and I really don't know what that will do to your plants. But what I like to do is mix this stuff, perlite, and some potting soil, and I can't really tell you the exact ratios, but I will show you what I'm going to do in this bin right here, and I'm going to mix it together. And the way I know it's good, after a while you just look at it and you know it's right. But the other thing you can do if you're not sure is you can put it in a pot and put it under some water, and make sure when you have water running through it that it comes straight through. So I'm going to take a little bit of each one of these and mix it together, and I'm going to show you what I'd come up with. Give me just 1 second. Okay, everybody, here it is. So I did equal parts chicken grit, potting soil, and perlite. So I used 2 scoops from my little scooper right here, and instead of mixing them together with a scooper, I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way and mix them all together. And I want to tell you right now that everything with your soil mixture depends on your climate. So my climate, for example, is extremely humid. So if you have a very humid climate, you're going to want more organic matter. And that means more perlite, more chicken grit, more pumice, more turf, all that stuff. So I really just like to take a look at it and see how it feels and what it looks like. And so I've mixed all this together now for the most part, and to be perfectly honest, I like how this looks, but I would probably put maybe one more handful of perlite or another handful of chicken grit. I just want it to be really, really airy. Now, if you had way less humidity, then fine, do a little more of the organic mixture like the potting soil, but this is what I like. So what I'm going to do now, after I mix all this together, is I'm just going to pick a pot, and I just happen to have this here. So let's fill this up, and we'll just pretend like we just potted a plant in here. So I'm going to take this to the sink, and let's see what happens. All right, everyone, we're here at the sink, and so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. And for some reason, my sink is not doing the pour mode like it usually does, so I'm going to put it like this. But you take your pot of whatever your soil mixture is, and if it's good, it's going to come right out the bottom. So let's see. We're pouring it in, and okay, there it goes. It's coming right out the bottom. So this is a good mix for me. I like this. It feels very heavy right now, but again, things are still coming out of it. Now, another thing you have to consider is how long does it stay wet? So if you check this in a few days and it's still very heavy, like how it feels now, I can tell it has a lot of water still in there. You see what I mean? So if you wanted to err on the side of caution, you could add more perlite, pumice, turfus, chicken grit, whatever. But I know for sure that this does drain really well. And as long as I'm in a really good, sunny, dry place, this is a good mix for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this here and go ahead and show you a couple other things, and then we'll make the end of this video. Alright guys, one last thing I want to tell you about soil before I go is that when you buy plants from a big box store or somewhere else, you're going to see soil that looks kind of like this, and it looks like it's really great, but this soil is not good for your plants. So whatever you do, if you get a succulent of any kind and you get soil like this, get rid of it. Check out my other videos about how to get rid of soil. Now, don't get rid of it and get everything wet, but this soil is no good. It would be great if you lived in really ideal conditions where it dried out really fast, but most of us don't, so this soil is no good, and you need to repot it in something that's going to drain a lot better. So if this stuff got wet right now and I left it in my environment, it would probably die within a few days. So I want to tell you about that, and it's not good stuff, but you will see a lot of this at the big box stores, and it's cheap, so that's what they do. And they also have a really good methodology of, you know, raising their plants in the nursery. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry if this was a really quick video, but I did want to get the video done before the end of the weekend. And I just want to show you a couple of the plants that I used. I was going to craft fair this weekend and selling some plants. So these are the ones I have left. I've got tons, but of course, you know, I have tons of plants everywhere. And I'm so happy you guys are watching. I love all of my subscribers, and I hope you guys who are not subscribers will subscribe and watch my videos. And thank you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.